Today's video I'm going to be doing some albums I have from 1975, some of my favorite ones, and I'll start to show you that in just a minute. Hey, so welcome back. So today, like I said in the intro, I will be showing off some 1975 records. I don't have a ton, but I have some good ones, and we'll take a look. I decided to do this in alphabetical order, so they're not really ranked, which is good. I don't really want to rank them. So start off, I'm going to start with Bowie, David Bowie, Young Americans. 1975, of course. This is on the RCA label. This features the song, Young Americans, of course. It has Fame on it, and there's a version of Across the Universe. I believe John Lennon appears on this. He's on Across the Universe and Fame. Well, it's pretty cool. Carlos Alomar plays guitar in here too, along with John Lennon, actually. And yeah, this is David Sanborn plays saxophone. That's pretty cool. So this is a great record. Maybe not my favorite Bowie record, but definitely one of his good ones for sure. Young Americans and Fame, of course, being fairly well-known songs of his. So that's our first record, Young Americans. Fleetwood Mac, Rumors is next. I don't know if I really need to introduce this. We all know about Rumors. Features songs such as Secondhand News, Dreams, Don't Stop, Go Your Own Way, The Chain, Gold Dust Woman. Yeah, this is an absolute stellar record, a classic. I think it gets re-released every year. But there we go. There's the inner sleeve. Mine is probably an 80s press or something, I'm thinking. I don't know for sure. But it sounds good. It's in decent shape. No complaints from me. Right there. Next up, this is this album I heard in the early 80s when I was pretty young. And this is Bachman Turner's Overdrive's four-wheel drive, actually. And despite the fact that they have a bit more bigger hits than the ones on here, this is the one I knew first. So four-wheel drive is definitely Hey You, I guess, was the big single on here. But the other one is Lowland Fling, I think, is another one that's really good on here. But four-wheel drive just starts the album off so well, and I've always loved that song. So here we have Four-Wheel Drive, BTO. Another record, Jefferson Starship, Red Octopus, right here. So this is a really good. I was surprised. I've had this for a while. I only have recently played it, but it's got a whole bunch of different sounds on it. It has Marty Balin, Grace Slick, of course, and Paul Kantner, and a lot of some of the people, I guess, who were in Jefferson Airplane as well. Some of them held out for, I think, I don't know if some of them, yeah, well, I mean, Grace Slick was in Starship as well, so I guess she hung on for a while. I think they did get to a point sometime in the 90s where there was nobody from any of the original incarnations who were still left in Starship. I think it was a completely separate thing by the end, but anyway, that's a really good record. Another one from 1975 is Kiss Alive. So pretty cool. When I started buying Kiss records again, this was the first one I got, actually. Right here. I had this when I was a kid. It was so cool. But I had everything up to around Dynasty, I think, when I was young, but got lost along the way. Now I'm trying to get them back. So here's an album that I keep showing in these videos, but it just keeps coming up. So This is Willie Nelson's Redheaded Stranger. It's one of my favorite records of all time. So I've talked about it before, so I won't say too much, but it is a great country record, a great concept record as well. So next up, we have Roxy Music, actually. This is Siren, the 5th Roxy Music album. The cover photo is Jerry Hall, who was a model at the time, later going on to date, well, I guess she was dating Brian Ferry at the time, and later on with Mick Jagger. Andrew McCabe, Paul Thompson, Phil Manzanera. This featured Love is the Drug, which was the big single off of this. But it's a great record. There's less probably hits on there aside from Love is the Drug, but it's definitely a solid piece of work, which I think all of Roxy Music stuff is. I don't think that they put out any bad records. So. Next up, we have Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. Right there. Again, not one that I need to introduce too much. It's another one of their great pieces of work. Wish You Were Here, obviously, is on here. Shine On You Crazy Diamond, Welcome to the Machine, Have a Cigar. Everything is good on here. There's not a bad track. It's just all stellar. So, showing that 1975 was a pretty good year. Next up, this is Queen, Night of the Opera. Right? Night of the Opera. And this is actually a Vinyl Me Please pressing from a couple of years ago, but this is why it's so shiny. If it was original, it wouldn't be so shiny. It's very new. This has, of course, Bohemian Rhapsody on it. You're My Best Friend is on here. There's Love of My Life. It's that's a Freddie Mercury song. There was another one. I Love My Car, I think, is on here. I'm in Love with My Car, which is a Roger Taylor track. It's kind of interesting because a lot of everyone in the band seemed to write songs, and it's not something you really notice until you take a look at the writing credits and stuff. So there we are. This is purple-ish. Very nice. I like the concert footage, the concert photos. Those are pretty cool. So it's a nice pressing. It's a good sounding record, and it's a classic record. So there we go. Now we got a couple by the same band. And that's Productivity, I can tell you. This is Fly By Night by Rush, their second album, which features the song Fly By Night and By Tor and the Snow Dog. I talk a lot about Rush, so I don't need to go into too much detail, I don't think. There's other videos on the channel about Rush if you like. And the other one was Caress of Steel. And this is featuring Bastille Day. And it's a great, solid record. If you're a Rush fan, this is definitely good. So it's a very productive year for them. That era, they were working pretty hard, I think. Now we got Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run. A phenomenal classic record. Born to Run, obviously, on here. Thunder Road is another one. It's just, I really like his 70s output. It's just amazing stuff. So happy to have it. I wasn't even a fan growing up, aside from The River. I remember liking that album when I was a kid. I liked Hungry Heart, basically. That's what it came down to. Anyway, final record. And this is another one that I don't know if as popular, but I liked it a lot growing up. This is Wings, Paul McCartney, Wings, Venus and Mars. I think I actually got a copy of this when I was young from the library. And I remember, I think a tape, like a cassette that you could rent from the library or get from the library, and I listened to it. And that's what got me into this when I was younger. But Medicine Jar, I remember being a good track. Rock Show, this one almost comes across like a concept record because of just the way the songs are. Magneto and Titanium Man, Listen to What the Man Said, I think was a single as well. seems to be to me. But inner sleeve is pretty cool. And Capitol Records. So that is the list. Lots of other great records, I'm sure, from 1975. This is just what I own, and the ones that I like the best of the ones I own from that year. So hope you liked it. If you did, liking and subscribing is always an option. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see everyone in the next video.